A very good morning to all. Welcome to science class. Today we will just recall with the soil portion and then move on to further. So now we'll just see what is meant by soil and how is soil formed. You can see in the diagram how a soil looks like. The uppermost layer of the earth's crust, that is the mixture of rock particles and humus, is called soil. So what is meant by soil? The uppermost layer of the earth crust, that is a mixture of rock particles and humus, is called soil. The soil formed by the breaking down of rocks by the action of wind, water, climate. This process is called weathering. Huge pieces of rocks, due to the climatical condition, are broken down into soil. So this is how what is soil and how it is formed. The weathering process makes the rocks form into soil. What are the ingredients of the soil? Ingredients meaning what is soil made up of? The soil is made up of sand, silt, clay, pebbles, gravels, humus, air and water are the main ingredients of the soil. You can see soil is a combination of so many ingredients, so many materials, and that is how we get soil which is fertile. Now we will study further about the appearance of the soil. Color is an important property of the soil. How the soil looks like, the color of the soil determines the fertility, the nutrients present in the soil. The soil gets its color as a result of several processes, which also includes weathering process. The color of the soil near land surface is darker than the color of the lower layer, because the layer near the land surface is more exposed to the climate than the lower layers. Soil may be of different colors such as black, red, copper, yellow, grey. The colors of the soil are useful for its classification. Because of the appearance of the soil, it gives the soil a different color, and this color is an indication, classifies the soil based on the nutrients in it. Besides, they are indirectly useful in indicating several properties of the land. Since soil is spread on the land, the color not only indicates the soil but also the properties of the land on which it is spread. Now you can see over here, these are the properties of the soil. Fertility, how fertile, how good, how cultivable it will be for the plants to grow. Drainage of water, supplication of water, how well the water can be supplied through the soil. Capacity to hold water, that is the absorption of water. All these three factors become clear from the color of the soil, and as we know, the color of the soil can be red, copper, yellow, etc. Now you can see exact properties of the soil. The first one, texture. Texture, how smooth the soil can be. You can see in the diagram gravels and clay. Clay, very fine particles, so it becomes almost smooth. Gravels, there are stone-like structures present. So these are the two types of soil based on the texture. Organic ingredients, that is the nutrients, the elements present in the soil. Humus, cow dung, based what is present in the soil. Organic ingredients, it is classified whether humus is present or cow dung is present. Chemical ingredients, if lime is present or if iron is present. Now you can see the color of the soil depends upon its texture and its organic ingredients, as well as on chemical ingredients like iron and lime. Now you can see in the diagram, in the picture, if lime is present, look at the color of the soil, and when iron is present, look at the color of the soil. So color of the soil plays a very important role. It is the color of the soil is an indication about the texture, the organic ingredients, the chemical ingredients, its fertility, its nutritive value, and this soil is an indication of how fertile and how good cultivation of crops can take place on the land. Due to these properties of soil, it is assumed to be a natural resource.